Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Caroline Mogurem. The Contentious Finance Bill is scheduled for introduction in the National Assembly today. President William Ruto this morning has convened a meeting with Kenya Kwanza Parliamentary Group in order to force the members to choose a party stance before the bill's introduction, despite several members of the ruling coalition openly pledging to vote no to it. The controversial law, according to National Assembly Majority Whip Sylvanus Osoro, will only pass the House with significant changes, including the elimination of the tax on motor vehicles and bread. Our reporter Thomas Mauko with that report.
As the Finance Committee prepares to table the report on the Finance Bill today, pressure is continuing to mount on the Executive and Legislature to drop controversial tax proposals contained in the bill, and to galvanize the Kenya Kwanza coalition members ahead of its tabling. The ruling coalition has called for parliamentary group meeting to strategize. The convener of the meeting, the National Assembly Majority Whip Sylvanus Osoro, says even as they meet, they are alive to demand by Kenyans for removal of controversial tax measures. In what might be a relief for taxpayers, Osoro confirms that the committee is considering amendments to taxation on bread and vegetable oils, motor vehicle circulation tax, internet and money transfer services, which were objected to by a majority of Kenyans during the public participation exercise.
Kenyans raised issues with bread. I can say with certainty that that has been considered. We haven't read the report yet by the committee, but word from our colleagues in that finance committee have said that they've considered dropping the proposal on the bread.
Even as they listed to the demands by Kenyans, the coalition party says it was ready to take on the opposition coalition during the debate and voting on the controversial bill to ward off any imaginary condemnation of the bill in its entirety.
But numbers do not lie. We are in the same house, we are in the same floor. We will adjust, and this we say with tremendous humility to Kenyans. We will adjust anything that we consider as too punitive. But we will not vote no, we will vote yes.
Speaking in Kakamega during a delegates meeting, leader of the Movement for Democracy and Growth allied to the ruling Kenya Kwanza coalition, David Ochieng, stated that a section of MPs in Kenya Kwanza will oppose the bill when it comes to the floor of the House.
I will not vote for a bill that introduces an eco levy, a levy that will increase our cost of production, yet our regional neighbors, South Africa, Tanzania, they don't have that levy and they are producing some things at lower rates than ours.
Organizers of the Occupy Parliament demonstrations scheduled for today to protest against the Finance Bill 2024 finalized strategies to execute the planned sit-in outside Parliament buildings.
You can protest anywhere. Get a whistle, get a vuvuzela, write your own placard, be anywhere in the city and scream and shout and say no to new taxes. Lazima zakayo shuke.
Demonstration and picketing is constitutionally allowed, and that is the apex of the law. And nobody should go against that constitution. Therefore, if Bungei decides to harass Kenyans, to fight Kenyans, to beat Kenyans, we will institute private prosecution against him.
Reporting for Tondao News Outlook, my name is Thomas Mauko.